Hi, I'm Rachel Hillock, and today I'm going to be talking about how Monsters Inc., or for more specifically for this example, Monsters University, uses screams to generate electricity. Let's first watch a clip from the movie.
Are you ready? Mike, I can't. Yes, you can. Stop being a Sullivan and start being you.
We need assistance on the north side. On the north side.
Let's go.
First, let's talk about how you would convert sound into electricity. The first step is creating a sound transducer to convert the sound into usable energy. This is done by capturing the sound wave energy and converting the signal using piezoelectricity, and then an interface circuit is then used to increase the output power to become useful. So you're taking this sound, or in this picture here, a speaker, putting it through the piezoelectric sensor, and then the circuits on the outside are then used to convert that into energy that can be used to power something. Now we need to understand how sound waves work. There are a few important things we need to understand about sound waves. The first is frequency. Frequency is measured as oscillations over time, or wavelength for velocity. And this just means how frequent this sound is occurring. High frequency means shorter wavelengths and more vibrations in the air, as seen from this diagram here. To the human ear, frequency is pitch, which means something that has a high frequency, something that is high pitched will have a higher frequency. So for example, a child shrieking would have a very high frequency. Frequency is measured in hertz. The second thing is amplitude, which is how loud a sound is. So a very loud, intense sound, like Sully screaming, will have a large amplitude, and the amplitude is measured in decibels. Now that we understand how sound waves work, let's talk about something I mentioned earlier, which is piezoelectricity. Piezoelectricity is a certain effect that different crystals have, such as quartz or lead zirconate titanate. When they are compressed or pressure is put on them, their charge changes, which generates energy on their surface. As you can see in this little animation, this ion in the middle, when the structure is compressed, or the crystal is compressed, the ion moves off center, which then flips the charge of the one crystal, generating energy on its surface. So when you have a bunch of these put together into a sensor, for example, this flip in charge creates enough energy that can be collected and turned into, using different sources, usable energy. So when the sound is created, the sound waves will vibrate, compressing these crystals, which generates the energy. Is sound efficient, though? A lot of research that has been done or is currently being done uses environmental noise, such as freeways that has a high decibel level and lasts for a long period of time, and that has been found to work the best. A scream probably wouldn't be the best, as it isn't super loud and only lasts for a short amount of time. However, even freeways, which have these high decibel levels and can last for hours or days, only creates enough energy to power a few small devices such as a phone, not anything nearly as big as a house. How much sound would be needed? Even if Sully got people to scream for hours and hours and hours, only a very small unusable amount of energy would be produced. Nothing near enough to fill those canisters. Even a train engine can only create 1/100th of a watt per square meter, and that is nothing near compared to the sound of a scream. So, what have we learned? Using screams to power an entire city is absurd. That clip makes no sense. Unless those canisters only take up very, 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 very small amounts of energy, there is no way that they would explode or could be used to power anything remotely near an entire city, let alone one house. A couple questions that can be asked now. What is piezoelectricity? Can sound be used to generate electricity? And if so, is it efficient? Thank you.